4,000 points. With 1,272,000 points in 6th place, we have Sloppy with at Malone's Bar and Grill. 5th place, it's none other than our favorite pilot player under the sea. It's SpongeBob at Eagle St. James with 1,524,000 points. Then over at VFW Austin, it's a player that we definitely know a lot about. It's Forget You D in 4th place with 1,533,000 points. But the big riser, and it's in his name, in 3rd place, it's Horizon Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill in 3rd with 1,565,000 points. 2nd place, it's none other than T-Max 750 over at Howie's Corner Bar with 1,643,000 points. But then that number 1 player has stayed on top pretty much the entire season, has had a few slip-ups, but is here once again. It's Devoided at the roadside, all the way with 1,975,000 points. I bet he's in the 2 million point club when we finish up this week.
I would guess so. It would actually be that I think that he didn't show up to not be in the 2 million point club. Always reeling in that amount of points for sure. Well, on the location side of things, kind of big news falling out of our top 10, I believe for the first time in the entire season. Actually was in first place for most of the first month of the season. That's Danny's Dugout in Sauk Rapids, no longer in our top 10. Who jumped in? No surprise here. VFW Austin now in our top 10 in 10th place. Always got those big-time players like Forget You D and Sarah Honey over there playing. They've got 3,911,000 points. But then we jump into the 4 million point club in 9th place at the Underground Bar and Grill in Mankato, 4,066,000 points. With 4,178,000 points over in Lanesboro, it's Root River Saloon in 8th place. In 7th place, we got Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud with 4,490,000 points. But with 4,000,000.
Hey guys, and we are getting into some Lucky 4 bingo. We're super excited about it as there is $47,000 on the line. Yeah, it's gonna be super exciting. We're adding in some more Lucky 4 bingo, which is exciting.
We are. Lucky 4 bingo is a great bingo time. So, and you know, we haven't been quite on giving out stuff. We gave out our first jackpot the other day with us two.
Yes.
And you know, we haven't seen that in a long time. So I think we're upping, giving you guys a little bit more Lucky 4 bingo so that, better odds here. I mean, we still have that over $47,000 jackpot to give to someone. So we'll see.
But now we're going to have 2 games a day of Lucky 4 bingo, one at 4 o'clock and one at 6 o'clock. And so that makes, double the chances of Lucky 4 bingo going out.
Exactly.
And so definitely be getting enrolled during those games as those total prizes are going to skyrocket as long as that prize doesn't go out.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a good time here. We're into Lucky 4 bingo for you guys. We'll see if somebody can pull some big cash here. We're online right now. We're still online for this mega. Oh, and it looks like we're going to be moving on to that major jackpot. We'll see if we can give that one out. Yeah, and we're going on to the mini.
Yeah, but we got some big players out there like Yags 370, Russ, G22. Let's see who can take this one home.
We're on to a $6 must-go here, so we're still going to give out extra luck for the rest of those games to whoever wins this must-go here, and we're going to get those Lucky 4 numbers to you guys, so we'll know which games are extra lucky during this Jackpot Hunter broadcast.
But who can get to the first to 1 ball away? We'll see who can get it here first, as these balls do drop very, very quickly. Yeah. And so we'll see, is it going to be a lot of people, or is it just going to end up being one singular person moving on to that 1 ball left? But speaking of just balls dropping and stuff like that, we're super excited about the Jackpot Hunter $1 edition, because we're going to have a chance to go play the new version of Jackpot Hunter $1 edition. But let's see who can win this one right here. Dang it, I'm a little off.
Oh, and it's Yags 370, getting $6. You know, the old Jackpot Hunter $1 card standings champ right now, taking some extra luck into this Jackpot Hunter standings. You know, everybody else that's in those standings is like, no, why do you have to get the extra luck? But you know,
extra luck.
Hey, it's what Yags 370 does.
He do what he do. But yeah, 11-8 were the lucky 2 numbers during that lucky 4 game. Nice. So we'll be watching watching out for game number 8 and game number 11. But I don't think you guys need much luck, as we have a minor starting off at 56 balls or less, $157. And we can explain why that is $56 to you right now.
Yeah, that Jackpot Hunter $1 card, the minor, has changed up. We've been talking about that 25-cent card edition for a while now, but now we've kind of added into our $1 edition here. The starting ball count starts at 52 balls, and that goes up to $100. But now, since you see that minor jackpot's over $100, it has gone up 4 balls. It goes up 4 balls every $100. So once that hits $200, it'll go up to 60 balls. So, and then once it gets to $300, it gets up to 64 balls. And the odds, I mean, once it hits 60 balls, it's anyone's game at that point.
Like, and the highest it can go to is 64 balls. So once it hits $300, the balls stop clicking up, but the money still does. But I mean, if 64 is a ridiculous number. So if we can't get it out then, we're going to have to start, like, prying it out with our own hands. I don't know.
At that point, I'm giving up on you guys. No more hope in that we can give out jackpots ever again.
Honestly, if they dodged it one time, I'd be pretty impressed.
Right? Yeah.
Like
they
the
did.
first game, it went to 64. They were able to miss it.
Somebody was like, "Ole, ole," you know.
Yeah,
that would be
like
that
that's
would be
not impossible.
No, it's not.
But it would still.
It's like a less than 5% chance that you dodge the.
Oh, for sure, it's so small. But make sure you guys are getting rolled for your first shot at this minor, major, and mega. And it's the new. I mean, it's the new edition. It may not be your guys' first shot because I think we've been playing this all weekend long. But it's a lot of fun. The minor goes out all the time, and so we're super excited to see where the increase in jackpots is going to get to.
Yeah, we'll see where we can get to with that. But we've been talking about it for a while now. Those Pilot TVs at some locations.
Yes.
You know, we love to highlight those new locations with Pilot TVs. It's a lot of fun seeing that a lot of people are getting big screens, you know, for this bingo palooza that we got going on. We'll start here with VFW. Coon Rapids has a new Pilot TV. Woody's Bar and Grill, Harbor Bar and Restaurant, Frankie's Bar, Broadway Bar, VFW Forest Lake, Neighbors Eatery and Saloon, Villa Bar and Grill, 152 Club, Wild Bill's Sports Saloon and Blaine, Dito's Bar, Garbone's Pizzeria and Pub, Oak Park Heights, Clay's, Wild Bill's Sports Saloon and Woodbury, Neighbors on the Rum, Sleepy Eye Servicemen's Club, and Big Ten Tavern all have new Pilot TVs at them.
Yeah, good job to all those locations. A little bit of luck going out to you guys.
Oh, yeah.
But we like just giving out jackpots everywhere, as we've given out 22 jackpots for this week. 408 for Season X. Yeah, that's
crazy.
Yes, a lot of jackpots, but we still need a lot to get to Jordana's 700 jackpot prediction.
Wow, yeah, I'm gonna need you guys to kick it into gear here.
and she acted like I was ridiculous for saying, like, well, maybe 600 would be a huge win for us. She was like, stop hating. Yeah, you just don't want to see me prosper. It's gonna be 700 by the end of the season.
Wow, that's a bold statement.
Exactly. So Jordana has made the prediction, but we'll see if it can actually. I don't think so. I think it could get to 500 jackpots, but there's zero chance that it gets to 700.
I mean, we could kill it. You know, we could
if it got to 600.
If we got to 600,
that'd
be
ridiculous.
Crazy. That would be ridiculous.
But I still think it's within the realm of possibility. When you get to 700, like a 300,
that's impossible, especially with us closing in on this.
But this is going to help a lot with giving out those jackpots.
Right. The numbers are going to start skyrocketing. I mean, I've seen the numbers start to slowly, for the weeks, incline as the 25-cent card edition got changed as well. So we've been seeing higher numbers for that. So, you know, having two jackpot hunters that are giving out minors all the time will help that count up.
Oh, that definitely is true. But just this weekend, we only had 3 jackpots go out. So, I mean, that's why we're primed and ready today to give out some jackpots. To get us started off, we had Friday. On Friday, we had Pick Me over at American Legion Moorhead take home $2,335.
Nice job. Pick Me there. And on Saturday, we had 2 jackpots going out with Cruiser 7 from Wild Bill Sports Saloon in Woodbury getting $846. I believe that is one of our Pilot TV locations. there. So cool stuff. And then also on Saturday, we had Rosie from North Star St. Paul get $775.
Yeah. Well, Bill's Sports Saloon in Woodbury, I think right there.
Yeah.
Is one of those locations that just got Pilot TVs. So awesome to see them winning some jackpots.
Oh, yeah.
But we've moved on to all of these jackpots. That means they're going to be growing and rolling into the next game, but we got a $15.60 must-go prize. We got Just One and Vidi both for balls away. We'll see if they can take this one home. But if you want to be in the know so that you can take home all these jackpots, well, before I go over that, we got a winner.
Yeah, we got 2 winners here for this game number 1 of the broadcast here. It's Kirby and Kids winner. Kirby is from American Legion Fridley, and Kids winner is from Willie's St. Paul Park. Splitting that $15.60 there. Nice job to those 2.
Yeah, good job. Both getting that must go as we are now getting enrolled into game number 2 of Jackpot, or game number 3 already of Jackpot Hunter.
I said game number 1, but I could be that we already passed.
No, we are. This is game number 2 of Jackpot Hunter. You guys got 1 minute and 50 seconds to do so. That 56-ball miner is still available at $188 now. As soon as it gets up to $200, it's going to be up to 60 balls or less.
Wow. Yeah. 60 balls or less is a lot of ball count there. So
yeah, we're super excited about it. But what I was super excited to talk about before we gave out the winner is our Facebook page. It's a great place to be in the know with Pilot Games. All you gotta do is search up Pilot Games right in that little search spot on Facebook. Then you'll be able to see weekly bingo schedules, event details, reminders, big progressives, player picks, and so much more.
Wow, yeah, that's a lot of stuff on that Facebook page. You probably should go check it out.
There's also a link tree. Yeah, I'm not done yet. There's also a link tree. There's a link tree that has links to bar locations, socials, charity spotlight, just a lot of great stuff on the Facebook.
Yeah, if you're looking for any information, go hit up that Facebook page. And you can message us on Messenger if you have any questions that are for some reason aren't covered on the Facebook page. So
yeah, exactly. Or you just don't want to search through our whole Facebook page.
Exactly. You can take a good look at the Facebook page and be like, that's too much work. Message them in.
Yeah.
You could do that.
We have a really good social media team that is going to answer you guys as quickly as possible.
Yes.
So definitely some good stuff. Just like we always got good stuff happening for our daily live bingo.
Yeah, this a week, like every other week, but things are actually coming in new because of that Lucky 4 bingo you talked about. That's new that we're making in. So yeah, actually knowing up on the weekly bingo schedule is going to be pertinent as we're adding in a new thing. We got Vikings bingo 25-cent cards. That's from 12 to 1 p.m. The Jackpot Hunter 25-cent cards is from 1 to 4. We just had that Lucky 4 bingo happen at 4 p.m. with that over $47,000 jackpot. Didn't quite go out, but we did give out some luck to Yags 370 and our lucky number 8 and 11 game, I believe it was.
Yes.
And so we'll have luck for those 2 games. We are currently in the Jackpot Hunter $1 cards from 4 to 6. That mega is back down to it's $100,000 because we gave that one out recently. That majors $2,113.20, 48 balls or less. And that minor is at $188 now with that new minor give out structure where we're giving out minors all the time during these broadcasts now. I mean, it's already at 56 balls or less.
Yeah, we just want to hand them out. We want to give them like candy, like hotcakes.
Exactly. I like to call it you're hunting down for this major and this mega, and the minors there is a little bonus.
Exactly.
And not the smallest bonus because it's a pretty large one with we're getting up to $200 here for a little bonus.
Oh yeah, I mean if you win that pays for more than all of your cards that you bought during your time playing Jackpot Hunter, which is huge. Then you'll be able to you still have money made off of that. I mean, it's definitely worth it. But you talked about it, Jackpot Hunter 4 all the way till 6 o'clock. Right after that, more Lucky 4 bingo right at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I mean, it's great stuff here. I mean, Lucky for Bingo was one of my favorite times of the day, and now that we have 2 of them, I now got 2 favorite times of the day. So
that means you get the party walking into the studio and walking out the studio.
And we're exiting. Do we get to cover Lucky for Bingo?
I don't think we get to cover this Lucky for.
Man.
I don't know. I really don't know. So
I wish we could. Maybe there's a way we can kind of like accidentally go over our time.
Exactly. We just end up playing some more Lucky for Bingo. Come on,
I got an itch.
Come on, let me.
What is it?
The cowbell.
Yeah.
thing?
What's the quote?
We got JB over at Patrick's Bar and Grill in Perez. $21 going into J pocket.
Yeah, shop getting $21. Yeah, no, it's I've got a disease, and the only cure is more cowbell.
Yes.
But it's Lucky for Bingo instead.
Exactly. What else can you do? Some Skull Bingo. That happens from 6 all the way till 10, right after Lucky for Bingo.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun. There's really giant prizes in it right now.
Huge.
Yeah. Huge prizes. You got a coverall of $36,500, 50 balls or less. A large frame prize of $17,204, 43 balls or less, and a line prize of $33.25, 10 balls or less.
Yeah, and we got those amazing PGL nights to go over for you guys as well. I mean, Mega Soda Game Night, it's tomorrow night, and it's at 6:40 every Tuesday. It's great time. Mega Soda Game Night is one of my favorite nights of the week. Every week, it's always a great time. That coverall 54 balls, that Jackpot Jungle coverall there.
Yes,
it's at $12,634 there. I mean, just a great look for a final game there.
Oh yeah, and then there's all those PGL games that are a lot of fun as well.
Yeah, that's not the only thing sitting there.
Oh yeah, and probably have some of the biggest PGL cash prizes available during Mega Soda Game Night because of how many people play during Mega Soda Game Night.
Exactly. So you're definitely going to want to be there. It's 6:40 every Tuesday. It's 6:40 till 10.
No, it's right around 6:30 all the way till around like 8:45.
Gotcha. There we go. That's the timing. I was a little off with the 10 thing that I was going with.
Well, you're thinking in Michigan time instead of Minnesota time, and we get out for Mega Soda Game Night at 9:45.
Gotcha. That's where I was messing up on, but so it's 6:30 basically till 8:45.
Yeah,
it's
something around there.
8:55. I don't know. Around there, it's a long time, but you still have that Skull Bingo beforehand and that Skull Bingo afterhand. So you're still getting Skull and you're getting Mega Soda Game Night. It's always great. Mega Soda Game Night is just fantastic.
Yeah, we also got Wild Wednesday. Happens from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. There's a bunch of PGL action that happens. There's some Wipeout Blackout action where you got 3 different jackpots available that we haven't been able to give out for a while, but we always ended off with the 25-cent edition of Jackpot Jungle that you could take home $8,307 in 52 balls or less. I'd say that's not bad for a 25-cent card.
No, it's not at all. It's a great look over there. That Wild Wednesday sandwich, 1 hour Skull Bingo on the front end, 1 hour Skull Bingo on the back end is always a great time. And we still have more PGL nights to go over for you guys.
Yeah, but it's going to be the longest gap I've had in a while without having a Vikings game day.
Right.
Yeah, because next Viking game day, as we had a game Thursday last week.
Yeah.
We have all the way till next Monday before we have another Vikings game day during the week of Christmas. And so we're super excited about that. So make sure you guys are coming out next Monday. We'll be here 30 minutes before the kickoff for the Bears versus the Vikings.
The Bears.
The Bears. Well, they don't got Mike Ditka, so I'm taking the Vikings.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough for him without old Mike Ditka.
The best coach of all time, Mike Ditka.
I mean, I can't even remember the year for it. The 1980. Oh, so
okay, the United States Army versus Mike Ditka. Who you taking?
Mike Ditka.
Exactly. That's the only reason I have any kind of enjoyment out of the Bears. Either ways, they've been kind kind of just a bad organization since I have started watching football.
They haven't been quite good. I know that they have a history of winning, but not really been acting on it. So,
no, they definitely haven't. And so we're hoping that we can take advantage of it. They have a sorry offense. Their defense has definitely been struggling without having Khalil Mack on it. I mean, you lose a Defensive Player of the Year candidate kind of player, they're going to struggle on defense.
Yeah.
And so hopefully with those losses and with their team struggling, we can take advantage and get the big win.
Oh yeah.
And it's kind of win or go home right now for us. Like we are in the race still to be able to make the playoffs, but we really can't drop another game.
Exactly. Oh, we got some winners here. We got Birdie's mom and Kirby taking another win home. Kirby's from American Legion Fridley, and Birdie's mom is from Hiller's Last Call Liquor. Both splitting $21.80.
Yeah, good job to both those winners, as we still weren't able to hit that 56-ball minor, so that means it's clicking up to 60 balls right now.
Yeah.
60 balls or less to win $243. I mean, come on, guys, let's get this thing going.
let's give somebody this minor jackpot.
Exactly. I'm ready to give it out. I know you are, so we're trying to give out like 3 of them today.
Yeah. I'm down for it. I mean, 3 jackpots in a day sounds like a dream to me.
Exactly, but you're living in a dream because it's some great national days.
Yeah.
National Cocoa Day to start us off.
Exactly. After the Vikings going to win it against the Bears, you can celebrate with some hot cocoa. We make hot chocolate from cocoa powder. We produce a paste called chocolate liqueur through the fermentation, drying, roasting, and grinding process of cocoa beans. Though another method, they separate cocoa butter, leaving cocoa powder. We use this cocoa powder to make hot cocoa. The result has very little fat and calories.
Yeah.
So, definitely celebrate National Cocoa Day by making yourself some hot cocoa.
Did you know that hot cocoa and hot chocolate are different?
Yes.
Yeah, they're different. As I learned today through Hot Cocoa Day, they're like, it's not hot chocolate day. It's like if you want to celebrate today, you've got to have a cup of hot cocoa.
Yes, yeah, because you're using chocolate rather than cocoa powder.
Yeah, it's just a little bit different. Not quite, but I think you get a lot less of the healthy results of like how it said little fat and little calories.
Right.
You add a lot of that fat and calories back once you put chocolate instead of cocoa.
Yeah. Although it will be a little bit tastier with the hot chocolate.
I'm a hot chocolate guy. I mean, I'm.
Oh yeah, me too.
I'm definitely gonna eat hot chocolate. I mean, like,
I'll just convince myself it's hot cocoa as I'm drinking it and be like, oh yeah, I'm celebrating Hot Cocoa Day today.
Exactly. Definitely a great day. National Hot Cocoa Day, especially during the season. Now, what do you prefer on your hot chocolate?
Hot chocolate, just a couple marshmallows.
Yeah. See, I like a little bit of peppermint.
Peppermint sprinkle.
Yeah, exactly. If I could crush up some candy canes and put it all on top of those like slightly melted marshmallows.
Yeah. So how do you feel about like a large candy cane and using it to stir the hot?
No, see that's right up my alley too. I mean,
it's pretty great stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, we had a little bit of a Christmas party this weekend where we made ourselves some hot cocoa, and it was quite good.
Yes, and in hot cocoa, as in we made it into French toast.
Oh, we did do that. I forgot that we did that. Yeah, we woke up in the morning, had a little white elephant action, but we also woke up to some hot cocoa French toast, which I'd never had before.
Right.
But Cup of Joe with Jordy Jordana thought of the idea. We were like, we're down with it, and she made some delicious French toast.
Exactly. I mean, it was great, and let you guys in on this little secret. It was hot chocolate instead of hot cocoa. But, not many people are supposed to know that.
We called it hot cocoa all day. So, well, I might have to have myself a cup of hot chocolate when I get back.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's a no-brainer now. Like
exactly.
All I needed was an excuse, and I've received it.
Exactly. I can't wait to burn my tongue because because I drank it way too early.
Yeah.
Because I get way too
It
impatient.
always happens. It always happens.
I just get too impatient. I can't help myself.
It's unavoidable.
It really is. We got another national day. It's National Violin Day, honoring an instrument also known as the fiddle. National Violin Day on December 13th celebrates the bowstring instrument loved around the world. While we associate the violin with classical music, it easily crosses genres. For instance, the violin demonstrates the versatility of the violin by extensive use in Baroque music, jazz, folk music, rock and roll, and soft rock.
Yeah, I don't know what that word means, but I think for some reason I find it funny as you were like, it's Baroque music.
I had no clue how to say it. That was just my best guess. But we got a winner on this one.
Yeah, it's Yags 370 from Riverboat Depot and Circle. Getting $24 there. Yags 370 doing Yags 370 things, getting a couple more points for his Jackpot Hunter standings.
Yeah, and it is Baroque. Baroque music.
There we go.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Basically,
relating or denoting a style of European architecture, music, and art of the 17th or 18th century.
Oh, so I mean, my guess would have been that Obama made it, but
I hope so. I wish. I was excited.
It's not spelled like that at all.
No, it is not. But now my question is, what is the difference between Baroque music and classical music?
In classical music, well, I think that classical music is just defined as a certain. It's a certain style,
Oh, okay.
Instead of
from a time period.
From a time period like it's saying in that 17th to 18th century time period in Europe.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. No, it is a very versatile instrument. I love the violin. I think it sounds great, complementing a lot of music. I think it's even used a lot in today's rock. I hear it. I mean, not rock, rap. I hear it. I hear the violin even being used, and so it is one of those just extremely versatile instruments. John Hot Take Higgins, he said that he used to play the larger version of the violin. I forgot what he called it. It's not like a cello, which is obviously like the largest version of the violin.
That's what I was thinking of.
It's the one that's in between that's still larger than the violin, but small.
A guitar?
No, where he still uses that. But he ended up breaking his.
Oh.
Yeah, he fell out of his seat and he broke it.
Oh no.
And he shattered his instrument everywhere on his 7th grade band floor.
Well, that's a rough day for Hot Take Higgins.
It was actually a prank that happened to him that everyone gets told to sit at the same time, and so then he got told to sit. He went to go sit. One of the other kids pulled the chair out. He fell right down, shattered the instrument everywhere.
Oh no! So the person who pulled the prank was probably like, "Oh, I didn't mean for that to happen."
No, just was terrible on all fronts, and
goodness.
just didn't work out. But the violin did not break in that band class, and so happy Violin Day.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole reason why we have violin days, because they took one look at it and it was like, that's not the violin, that's the bigger violin, which means that today is violin.
Boom.
Exactly. We have National Day of the Horse. So not Horse Day, it's National Day of the Horse. For some reason, this makes me feel like horses are going to take over. It's the Day of the Horse.
like that's what's gonna come over our intercoms. Like at one point, they're gonna hack all systems. And
it's gonna be we're gonna first get an emergency notice, and it's gonna be like, if you see a horse, stay away from it, and then it's gonna cut off, and it's just gonna be like a horse's face in a camera, and it's just gonna be like way too close, and you're just gonna
and it's got subtitles.
You're like,
and it's this is the day you have been waiting for, the Day of the Horse.
yeah. Well, as cool as our little fantasy there sounded, National Day of the Horse on December 13th encourages people of the United States to be mindful of the contribution of horses to the economy, history, and the character of the United States. So, yep.
At one point, it was probably one of the most important animals in the world.
Exactly. I mean, it was our main form of transportation for a long time.
Yeah, and helped us with farming. It helped us with so many other tasks. The horse, I mean, huge.
Yes, horse-drawn carriage, horseback.
Exactly. So,
a lot of different things.
Couldn't have cowboys if it wasn't for the horse.
You're not a real cowboy if you don't have a horse.
Okay, we got another national day. It's Pick a Pathologist Pal Day. Pick a Pathologist Day on December 13th encourages us to make a friend with a pathologist, a coroner, because we never know what tomorrow holds.
Yeah, it's we got some winners here for this game number something.
Yeah, we're already in game
number 5.
Yes, this is game number 5.
Game number 5 of the broadcast. We get Sky Pilot and Russ. Sky Pilot is from Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards, and Russ is from Riverboat Depot. Split in $31.80. Oh, Viola.
That's what Curtis is saying. He thinks that that is what the bigger version of the violin is called.
Gotcha.
And I think that's what John said too.
Yeah,
so
that makes sense to me.
He busted up his viola.
He busted up his viola. That's for some reason that's such a John Higgins story.
Yeah, that really is. We got 1 minute and 45 seconds to get enrolled into this next one. But we got. I talked about Pick a Pathologist Day, but we got one last national day. Yeah. And I like these ones because there is a national day for this, and then there's a birthday for each one of these.
So they get a little bit of double recognition, a little bit of double love. Today, though, is National Guard Birthday. So the National Guard birthday on December 13th, 1936, the Massachusetts General Corps established an official militia for the first time in the American colonies. A component of the United States Army, the National Guard is primarily composed of citizen soldiers who hold down full-time civilian jobs, attend school, or as is often the case, both. At the same time, they are available to provide support and protection for the state's civilians or be called for military operations at a national level.
Yeah, no, I mean, huge to the security of the United States. And, I mean, just being able to hold down full-time jobs, civilian jobs, and then also still have that duty to be able to provide help to our country when needed is just a huge thing for us. And so I'm going to stack you up with some luck for anybody who is currently in the National Guard or has been or was.
Yeah, here's some extra luck to you guys. Yep. So take up all that extra luck that we just sent out and use it in this next game. You know, we are like 10 seconds away from getting into game number 6 of the broadcast.
If we don't give it out on this one, it's going up to the 64 ball count.
Man, yeah, that is very true. We're about to hit that 64 ball count. I mean, we've hit it was all 67, 65, 68. Yeah. I mean, we were up there.
Yeah. So I'm just waiting to see if anybody can win this one. We got Mrs. T, Yags 370, Legend, Sky Pilot, all trying to take home this great prize. We'll see if it goes out. $34.60 is the must-go. But, yeah, happy National Guard Day, Pick a Pathologist Day, National Day of the Horse, National Violin Day, and National Cocoa Day.
Yeah, definitely celebrate what you can of those days. It's always, we always have good reasons to celebrate different things.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think out there in Minnesota, they definitely got a day to celebrate as it is a cold one out there. Heading into the night, we were checking in with Blaine, and their night is looking to be mostly cloudy skies, low of 28 degrees, winds east to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. That sounds like a perfect day to drink some hot cocoa and stay inside.
Exactly, and maybe let those lakes freeze over a little bit more.
Exactly.
So
I know there's
the ice fishing can get a little bit easier.
Yeah. We talk a bunch about it in our fishing report, just a little bit down in the broadcast. But we got some Twins stuff that we got to go over. As Pilot Games did team up with the Minnesota Twins. We did a while ago. And so we created...
Yeah, we created Twins.
I'm sorry, that one snuck on by me.
Twins win today. You could play Twins win today wherever Pilot games are played. Yeah, that's our team up game. Twins win.
Yeah, we love Twins win. Pick a lucky batter in the Home Run Derby bonus round and win Grand Slam prizes.
Yeah, definitely check it out. And speaking of checking out things, we're checking out the Twiking Zone. Yeah, we are heading in with some of the players here in this top 10, but we also have started including some of the people that are just outside of that top 10.
Yeah, we did, just because we wanted to highlight how big time these players are that are right outside the top 10. You got 11th Yo-Yo, 12th Brizo, 13th Bobo, but we got a winner on this game right here, and that is not a jackpot.
No, wow, that's 64 balls. So, and
the
next
jackpot
game,
next game.
Yeah, but we got Kimmo from Mama T's Castle Tap in Little Canada getting $34.60.
Yeah, good job, Kimmo, and we are now getting enrolled into game number 7 of the broadcast, already game number 7. But we talked about Yo-Yo, Brizo, and Bobo all outside of the top 10 for the Twiking Zone. And these players, they're always competing for this and trying to move up. But it's going to be a lot of work for any player to catch up to that number 1.
Yeah, no, it is going to be a lot of work. In 10th place, we have Kick It from Bleachers with 142,000 points. That's who Yo-Yo is competing for right now to get in the top 10. 9th place, it's Joni from VFW North St. Paul with 166,000 points. 8th place, it's Puts from Lucky's Tavern, 202,000 points in that 200,000 point club. 7th place, it's Loser Dave from VFW Spring Lake Park with 209,000 points. 6th place, it's the Bingo Queen herself, Elsa from Titan Sports Saloon with 219,000 points. 5th place, it's Scrub Eye from American Legion Fridley, 247,000 points. 4th place, it's Neon from McCorky's Bar South Haven, 257,000 points. 3rd place, it's SNS from Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 260,000 points. 2nd place, it is Lucky Tim from American Legion Shakopee with 269,000 points. And in 1st place, the only player in that 300,000 point club, almost by 100,000 point lead there. Just 1,000 points. It's 99,000 points away from that lead. But 1st place, it's Not Lucky for Quarterbar Goodhue with 398,000 points.
368.
68,000 points.
Yeah, I would start getting worried. Actually, I wouldn't be worried because Not Lucky. I'm already worried for the rest of the players because I don't know if anybody's going to be able to catch up to Not Lucky. He's consistent. He's always out there playing Vikings bingo and always stretching that lead, so it's going to be tough for anybody. But Lucky Tim and SNS, even Nan, everybody in our top 10 is known to get hot at spurts.
Yes.
And so if they can get hot at the right time right here at the end of the season, we could see a really close finish for this Season X.
Oh, yeah, we can. And speaking of close finishes, the location standings are head-to-head with a lot of these locations.
Definitely a little bit closer than the player standings, as the top 2 locations are neck and neck. In 10th place, though, we got our place on 3rd in Fairball with 244,000 points. With 274,000 points in 9th place, we got Miniger Sports Hub in La Crescent. 8th place is Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale with 276,000 points. With 283,000 points in 7th place, we got Lakefront Bar in the center. 6th place is American Legion Fridley in the 300,000 point club with 385,000 points. With 396,000 points, only needs 4 wins to get into the 400,000 point club. Actually, I don't know if that's how it works because it's Vikings bingo. Points are awarded all over, but only needs 4,000 points to get into the 400,000 point club. In 5th place, we got Mapleview Lounge 2. In 4th place, we got Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub Oak Park Heights with 406,000 points and is the first location in the 400,000 point club. 3rd place, it's Corky's Bar South Haven with 451,000 points. Now, let's hop into the 5 million point club. You like I mean the 400. I mean the 500,000 point club. You like how it sits on you, you know.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't exist.
Oh, no.
There's only the 600,000 point club.
I wish I could have seen that coming.
In second place, we got VFW Spring Lake Park with 662,000 points. Well, it doesn't exist, buddy. No, okay. First place, we got Corner Bar and Goodhue with 693,000 points. I mean, VFW Spring Lake Park, 662. Corner Bar and Goodhue, 693. A really close race to end off this season, X.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy stuff. If you were wondering, there is no 500,000 point club because there is such a large gap between that third and second place spot. That's a third place spot is at 451,000 points, but that second place spot at VFW Spring Lake Park, they have 662,000 points.
Yeah.
That's over 200,000 points.
Yeah, 211,000 points.
Yeah, that is insane for these standings. And it's crazy because Corner Bar Goodhue's in first place. I mean, they're basically matching each other in these points, and they've been competing all season. It's been like boom, Corner Bar Goodhue's in second now, and then boom, VFW.
Hey, and that's a jackpot getting split between Kimmers and Yags 370. That's $377. Add that must go on and get it close to 400 smackaroons for you. Yeah,
it's over 400 smackaroons for them.
Yeah, we got Yags 370, who is playing at the Riverboat Depot, and Kimmers at Mama T's Castle Tap in Little Canada, splitting that jackpot. But it's already
if that they both have they both got just $208.
Hey, well, if Ben's math is correct.
Yes, I did just do quick mental math, and that is not my forte, so that could be wrong.
Well, we'll be getting the total over to us in just a second after we get the tabulators all tabulated up. But we got 1 minute and 50 seconds to get enrolled in this game. And the beautiful thing about the way Jackpot Hunter works now is that Miner now is just at 52 balls. Still as doable as Vikings Bingo jackpots are every time we play Vikings Bingo.
Yeah, definitely. It's just as doable as that, but we have E-Tab Spotlight. Actually,
we do have an E-Tab Spotlight. We're not listening to it. We went a little off.
Yeah, we could spotlight Going Bananas. Purely because it is one of my favorite E-Tab games, only because I'm just, an avid monkey lover. So Going Bananas is a great game. It's set in the jungle. You get to see some monkeys. I think that there's some snakes. There's a lot of animals in there.
Yes.
But yeah, it's a great time. They have like monkey noises along with other like music kind of in the background at the same time.
It doesn't get to be played on the broadcast, so it doesn't get spotlighted nearly enough.
Right.
And you're just letting them know you're putting it down there.
And it's got great E-Tab like artwork in there.
Yeah, and while we're at just like under put out their E-Tabs, let's talk about Penguin Palooza.
Penguin Palooza is definitely in my top 5 for sure. It's like Going Bananas and Penguin Palooza are definitely my favorites. Penguin Palooza purely because if you've ever heard it, the voice acting in that is amazing.
Top tier.
I'm not sure. They did. Whoever made the E-Tab games did the voice for the penguin. They didn't like find some penguin noises off the internet.
No.
They didn't find some like artificially created penguin
It's
noises.
Awesome.
I'm 100% sure that they went up and they were like, yeah, we got the penguin noises down, and they grabbed the mic and were like, have
you ever heard Steve's penguin impression? We're fine.
No, and they're literally like somebody walking up the mic. My interpretation right there was actually really close because they go up and it's just like, that's it. That is the penguin noise, and there's multiple other ones.
Yes,
that are great.
Yeah, I mean, but we have 50 different terrible E-Tab games for you guys to check out. So definitely check out a bunch of ones, whichever one suits your fancy. But play anytime and win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5. There's also bonus and free play rounds along with that as well.
Yeah, definitely go check them out. There is a lot of ETAB games with a lot of great stuff on it. I know we were just roasting one of them, but Penguin Palooza is a great game.
No, it actually is one of my favorites. I love Penguin Palooza. I tested that game for about 5 hours, so I better like it. We got what's other good ones? Do you have any other underrepresented ETABs?
Underrepresented ETABs that are pretty great. Moonshot's pretty good.
Moonshot is a good one.
I do like. It's like Lenny's house party, or
yes, it's I forgot what it's called, but it's definitely Lenny's house party.
Larry's house party. It's an L. It's an L name.
Yes, it's something like that. Yeah, definitely great ETAB games. Curtis, if you have an underrepresented ETAB game that you'd like us to talk about on air, send it in to us so that we can talk about it.
Yeah.
But let's also talk about PGL action, because tomorrow is our first PGL night of the week.
Yeah, it is. And if you're going to want to earn some points for it, you got to be signed up at pgl.world. Again, that's pgl.world to get signed up and become a member of our league. PGL players compete for points, and they have access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has lots of great information in it. So if you want to be have a little leg up on the game, definitely join up, especially if you want to compete for some points. And we love new members so much that we highlight them every podcast.
Yeah. No, we got some really, really great members. We got Chadway, Cruiser 7, Cruiser Girl, Sneed, Miami Beach, Toda 68. But before I keep on going through this list,
we got Jeff from Corky's Bar Southaven and Barbie Doll from Shortstop Fridley, both splitting $10.40 there. We're going to get this minor back rolling for you guys here.
Oh, yeah. No, it's going to continue to get bigger. It was a little too small to be given out today on this one, but $10.40 going into your pocket.
Yeah, definitely. Great stuff there. You just talked about Toda 68.
Yeah, good old Toda. But we got PCK 913, Bam Bam, Schwaffy, and D's Almonds.
I love these almonds from we got some E-tip boards for you guys, to continue that PGL earning throughout this week, or not throughout this week, up until you get those E-tip boards during the Vikings game versus the Bears on December 20th. So it's going to be a little bit before we get to the E-tip boards, but you can choose 5 squares for it. Points are awarded for the first, second, third, and fourth quarters, and you can play for free in the Player Connect app and earn some PGL points for this season. Just launch the app and select that sports link. It's right above the profile icon.
Oh, yeah, it's super easy. It's a lot of fun. I already chose out my 5 squares. Yeah, I feel like they're genius picks. Just going to let you guys know.
Yeah, it's really, really strategic over there in the E-tip boards.
Definitely. I think Jordana won last week's E-tip boards, and we had another pilot person win the E-tip boards this week with Jay Ruggs, which is John Ruggles, take it home 1,000 PGL points. But we also had Tony 5 take home 2,000 PGL points, being the #1 player on those E-tip boards.
Yes, definitely some great stuff with those E-tip boards. But
we've been talking
E-tip
boards.
I don't do the
because you're not signed up at PGL.world yet.
Exactly.
We haven't timed your PGL.world time yet.
Yeah, we've been talking about it for so long.
We've been putting it off.
And I just put it off for so long. I've been, to be honest, I've been putting up this front like, man, I'm going to just kill the time. I'm just nervous. I'm like a little kid on the inside. I can't handle this sign-up thing.
Do you feel like you got the yips right now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Like you hop on that PGL.world site and you just forget how to function.
Yeah, I just forget how to even type with my thumbs. My thumbs just start spazzing and I can't quite type anymore.
I get it. The pressure of beating Hot Take is
Hot
tough.
Take Higgs, if you've ever seen his hands move, it's like a work of art.
It's work of art mixed with a tsunami at the same time.
Yes, just you've watched Looney Tunes before. Most of you probably have. You've seen the Tasmanian Devil.
Yeah.
It's basically, that's his hands right there.
Exactly.
There's movement that you can't even tell, like, what's happening.
It's just a blur.
Things are happening, and But imagine that where the Tasmanian Devil would go over a piece of paper. Instead of it shredding, it would form into like a beautiful origami sculpture.
Exactly. That's the point is that Ben's got his workout got his work cut out for him, trying to beat Hot Tay Higgins' record in signing up at PGL World. See if you can do it as well. If you're able to sign up faster than 26 seconds, let us know. We'll believe your word and tell Hot Take that he no longer holds the world record.
Exactly. We will believe your word. You believe you word for word. I mean, if you say you signed up in 2 seconds, we're putting it
on there. That's why you finished it in. But we got 43 balls dropped on this one. We got Roxy and Mama Tra, both trying to take home this must-go prize, but they still have a shot at the minor of $20.50 as I was about to say, as soon as it clicks up to $50, it's going to click up to $56. Already starting to get impatient, thinking of it like the 25-cent edition.
Yeah.
But no, it is every $100 it clicks up for balls. But let's talk about the players that have been moving up in our PGL standings.
Oh, yeah. We have 10th place Fishy24 from Chair Sports Loon in the 1 million point club there. Actually, before I keep going on, though, we have some other players in the 1 million point club that aren't in the top 10 that we would love to highlight because, you know, being in the million point club is a big deal in these PGL
Definitely
standings.
is.
So we're going to highlight some of those players: Gramps, Rocky, Bad Flop Bob, and Bam Bam. You know, we saw Bam Bam sign up.
Yeah, definitely some big-time players that have been earning a PGL points, and actually super close to Fishy24 because she's just recently gotten to the 1 million point club. But we got a winner.
It is Jeff from Corky's Bar South Haven, getting $6 there.
Have you ever met a child Jeff? I've only met grown ones.
A kid named Jeff. No.
I've only met adult Jeffs.
No. I've never met a kid named Jeff. Jeffrey? I mean, maybe you call him Jeffrey.
Is that his childhood name?
Yeah,
then?
I feel like you're Jeffrey until you're an adult, and then you're Jeff.
And then you're Jeff. But I only knew one Jeffrey throughout my entire time going to school. And he still goes by Jeffrey, doesn't go by Jeff. So,
well, I mean, technically he's Jeff.
He is technically a Jeff. So, but I guess there's one Jeff I know.
I don't know this guy, so I don't know anyone that.
You only know adult Jeffs.
Yeah, I only know adult Jeffs. So
exactly.
It's
and
funny.
he's an adult now.
Oh, so yeah, no more kids, but you did know a kid.
I did know a kid named Jeff. I only did, but besides that one abnormality, I know all Jeffs are adults.
Yes. What's the book? I swear there is a Jeff from a book, a famous book, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Is he Jeffrey something? I don't know. Either way, that's totally off topic. But yeah, it's kind of like he's saying, like, do you know any Earls that are kids?
Yeah, but
it's just the type of time period of the name.
Yeah, it definitely is. But let's hop into these PGL player standings. As you got it started off talking about the members that were in the Million Point Club right outside Gramps, Rocky, and Bad Flop Bob, and also Bam Bam. But the number 10 player is a longtime player that's been in our standings for forever.
Yeah, it's Fishy24 from Chair Sports Saloon with 1,027,000 points. Fishy24, she's been playing a lot of.
Yeah, I think is Amelia's favorite player.
Right.
Yeah, so just a big-time player that's been around Pilot for forever.
Yeah. 9th place, though, it's Drumsky from Mettler's Bar and Restaurant with 1,034,000 points. 8th place, it's Wet Santa from Clive's Roadhouse Rogers, 1,201,000 points. 7th place, it's Nixon from VFW VFW Roseville. Sorry, I don't know where the North came from, but Roseville there, 1,254,000 points. 6th place, it's Sloppy from Malone's Bar and Grill with 1,334,000 points. 5th place, it's SpongeBob from Eagle St. James, 1,573,000 points. 4th place, it's Bryzel from Underground Bar and Grill with 1,619,000 points. 3rd place, it's Forget You D from VFW Austin, 1,631,000 points. 2nd place is T-Max 750 from Howie's Corner Bar with 1,643,000 points. 1st place is Devoided from the Roadside with 2,034,000 points.
Yeah, good job, Devoided, getting to that 2 million club nice and early before anybody else could.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, a lot of players in that 1,600,000 range.
Yes.
And so if those players, they really get competing and they push themselves, they could be tracking down Devoided to make this a really close end of Season X. But let's talk about the locations that have been making things close. 10th place, we got Underground Bar and Grill in Mankato with 4,190,000 points. With 4,225,000 points. In 9th place, we got VFW Austin. VFW Austin was just able to pass up Underground Bar and Grill in Mankato just last Thursday on that Vikings game day. In 8th place, we got Root River Saloon 2 in Lanesboro with 4,287,000 points. With 4,543,000 points in 7th place, we got Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud. Now let's move on from the 4 million point club into the 5 million point club, because in 6th place, we got Moose Lodge Wait Park in St. Cloud with 5,094,000 points. But with 5,158,000 points in 5th place, we got Neeson's Gaylord. Neeson's was able to move up from 6th place into 5th place. Getting to that top 5 is a big deal, but also passing up a big-time location like Moose Lodge Wait Park in St. Cloud is huge as well. 4th place, we got Cabin Bar in Nicolette with 5,300,000 points. In 3rd place, we have VFW Northfield. Before I go VFW Northfield's total, we got a winner.
Oh, yeah. It's Pee-wee from TJ's Tavern on and off sale in Plainview, getting $11.40. Nice job, Pee-wee.
Oh, yeah. But in 3rd place, VFW Northfield has 5,719,000 points. Really close to VFW Northfield. In 2nd place is Beck's Pub and Becker with 5,796,000 points. I mean, just was able to pass up VFW Northfield on Thursday, and was able to move up throughout each PGL night over the last 2 weeks. Beck's Pub and Becker, big riser. But they're going to have to be an even bigger riser if they want to take on this #1 location, which is Neighborhood Tavern and Effie. They have 5,896,000 points there at Neighborhood Tavern, and it's going to be a tough one to catch.
Yeah, crazy stuff there for those location standings, but also crazy stuff. Our Wild Nudes. Actually, at this point, it's not crazy because we know what the Wilds are capable of.
Oh, yeah, they've been absolutely down, man. I mean, it actually kind of is crazy because we just took 2 losses over the weekend.
Oh, we did. I guess I didn't even notice because I mean our record still looks fantastic.
Yeah, I mean we're still 19-8-1. But to snap our 8-game winning streak, we had a 2-1 loss to the Los Angeles Kings at Staples Center on Saturday. Marcus Foligno had a power play goal for the Wild, who had not lost in regulation since a 5-4 defeat at the Florida Panthers on November 20th. Yeah, that's how long it had taken for them to lose. Capo Koganen allowed only 2 goals on 37 shots, so he was stopping the goals pretty well. I mean, I feel like when they only score 2 goals, it's not on our defense to be better. It's on our offense to be able to score more points, and I think that's really all we got to fix. We did end up taking another loss later in the week on Sunday. We let me see, who did we lose to on Sunday? Yes, to the Golden Knights. We lost 4-6 against them as well, and so definitely wasn't a good one. But we can turn things around as we are taking on the Hurricanes, who the Hurricanes have been. Let me see what
is standings. There we go.
We got the Hurricanes, who are 19-7-1, and so one is just a little bit better than us record-wise.
Yes,
and there's not a lot of teams in the NHL that have better records than us. So
no, not at all. We definitely, if we beat them, then our record is going to be just as good as it once was. But
oh yeah, no, our record is awesome, but it's going to be a tough one as we take them on at 7 o'clock this Tuesday.
Yes, 7 o'clock, and if you're keeping track of things, that's going to be a little bit after Megasoda Game Night gets started.
Okay.
So you have Megasoda Game Night, and you get to watch the Wilds play. So it's looking pretty great right now.
Yeah, definitely is. And all of our Wild games are a lot of fun. And we got an ETAB game that came from the partnership with our Minnesota Wild, and it is Let's Go Wild. Play at any of your favorite Minnesota bars right now. It's a great game that has all of you guys playing it all the time because it's always one of the top 5 played ETAB games.
Yeah, definitely go check it out. Send our Wild some luck. But I was talking about this earlier when we went over the weather, talking about how the ice fishing season is getting rolling here because now we got some cold nights, making it so that those lakes freeze over. Lake of the Woods and Rainy River by Outdoors Weekly here. We're giving you the fishing report. This was on December 11th, 2021 when this was written. So
yes, so that was Saturdays.
Yep, Saturday. We had great progress. The cold temps have been good for ice making. The guides have been out checking ice again in the last few days. As of Tuesday's ice check, we have 18 plus inches on the bay and 17 plus inches on the lake where travel and will be where
travel and fishing is happening.
And fishing will be happening.
It's a little bit of a typo done by Outdoors Weekly. But we got Namella over at Anamiya's Vets Club taking home a $13 Musco prize. Good job, Namella.
Yeah, nice job to Namella there. And back with the fishing report here, not too much snow on the lake, which is perfect for ice making. We plan to start our season with our day houses at our Sportsman's Rainy River location Saturday, December 11th. Stay tuned for a sleeper start date.
Yeah, so definitely is sounding like really good stuff. I mean, no snow on the ice. Great for being able to build up that ice and get you guys even closer to ready. 8 inches on the base, 7 inches where people are going to be traveling. Just seems like we're progressing at a very steady pace, and we're hoping that we can get you guys out doing that fishing really, really early. But they were saying that it's only going to be like the pop-up houses right now, and then soon it's going to then become those actual fishing houses that go out there on the ice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm super excited about that, and just like you guys post pictures on Facebook when you catch a ginormous fish, we love posting pictures when you guys take home ginormous jackpots. And so hold those pictures up, show us your smiling face, and snap that photo. But it doesn't just have to be a jackpot. You can just have your smiling face with your friends, your favorite bartender, or it's just you having a good time playing Pilot games. Sending those photos to us means a lot. And so by doing so, you can share them on Facebook through the Messenger app, by emailing them to jackpots@pilotgames.com, or by posting them onto any of your socials with this great hashtag right here, hashtag Pilot Games.
Yeah, definitely do that if you're looking to get your beautiful face up on the big screen, or just because we told you to.
Exactly. But we do have 45 seconds to get enrolled into this hump game on a Monday. Nothing bigger than a hump game on a Monday.
Nothing bigger. Yeah,
I say that every single day, and that's because there's no day bigger than today.
Exactly. Maybe tomorrow. No. We don't talk about that. No, we got some Vikings news for you guys. The Vikings win over the Steelers on Thursday Night Football. Came down to the final play.
Yeah.
As usual.
Yeah, it just seems to be the theme with our Vikings.
Exactly. Minnesota won 36-28, making the game the 12th time this season that a Vikings game has been decided by 8 or fewer points or one possession.
Yeah, that means they've only had one game where they haven't had it decided by one possession.
Yeah, that is playing it close there. With 4 games to go this season, the Vikings are closing in on an all-time record for one-possession games. The current record is 14 one-possession games in a season, set by the Giants in 1994 and equaled by the Ravens in 2015. If 2 of the Vikings' 4 games are decided by 8 points or less, the Vikings will tie the record. If 3 or 4 of the Vikings' remaining games are decided by 8 or less points, they'll break the record.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I feel like they're going to break the record.
I mean, if you just take this whole season as a line, they're 12-1 right now.
Right.
On the season for these kinds of games. So the likelihood of at least 2 more happening is pretty high.
Yeah, exactly. Thursday night was the Steelers' 9th one-possession game of the season, which is the second most in the NFL this season. With the Vikings-Steelers meeting, it was guaranteed to come down to the wire.
Yeah, it really, really was. I mean, it was absolute madness. I thought that the Vikings were going to run away with it at first.
Exactly. I thought that my prediction of going with the under was going to be fantastic. When I said, "Oh yeah, the under, it's going to go exactly like this." You know, the Steelers have a really wishy-washy offense that sometimes can't get things done. And I believe the Vikings will get it done, but the Steelers aren't going to score very much. And then it started to come true, and I was like, "Yeah, I can predict this kind of thing. That's easy money right there."
And then
the poop hit the fan.
Yeah, it was absolute madness. I mean, they were putting this thing within reach, and we were not liking one bit of it. No. But so we're hoping that we can figure that out. But Ben Roethlisberger has had a very not normal Ben Roethlisberger season, as he has really been good in the clutch time. I've never thought of him as a clutch time quarterback, but I think he has. He's either tied for leading or is in the top 3 in game-winning drives this season.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. We have TSF from Concordia Lanes in New Ulm getting $9.40. Nice job, TSF. Yeah, Ben Roethlisberger definitely has been having an interesting season.
Yeah, it's not been a good season. I'm not saying that he's had a good season.
No,
but he has been clutch.
Yes. And maybe that just comes from, I mean, it would make sense that he's getting a little old now, but he still has that veteran experience and kicks it into gear when he needs to.
Yeah, I mean, maybe something that keeps him in the league. But let's talk about something that's definitely keeping some of these guys that are no struggle of staying in the league, as these are the top players that are leading offensive rating for PFF.
Yeah. So we'll get right into that. Tom Brady is number 1.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Brady, he's been pretty good this year. He's had an MVP-like season this year, which is crazy for, like, a 75-year-old.
Exactly. More like he's going to be playing till 75.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. I mean, it feels like that man doesn't age. He found them. No. He looks younger than he did when he came into the league.
Exactly. He looks younger and more athletic.
Yeah, he really does. So Tom Brady, he is the number 1 offensive rated player.
Yeah, and second place we got Kirk Cousins here. Yeah, it's good looks for Kirk Cousins. Is there any reason to mention those numbers there?
Oh, just because a lot of people hate on Kirk Cousins, and Kirk Cousins is seen as more of a game manager than an elite quarterback.
Right, and he really is an elite quarterback.
Yeah, you go and look at this offensive stats. I mean, he is second to surrounded by Tom Brady, third place Joe Burrow, fourth place Justin Herbert, fifth place Dak Prescott, Mac Jones in sixth, Kyler Murray and Aaron Rodgers tied in seventh. You got Josh Allen in 10th, Ryan Tannehill, Josh Allen in 9th, Ryan Tannehill in 10th, Derek Carr in 11th. These are all just top-tier quarterbacks that are right here that just continue to be some of the best quarterbacks in the league, and Kirk Cousins proving to be one of the top of those quarterbacks.
Yeah, I mean, number 2 right now. So, yeah, it's crazy stuff. Kirk Cousins definitely deserves a little bit more respect than he gets sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you got guys who are all the way down here that are like Matthew Stafford, who is actually number 14th in offensive rating, just showing how good Kirk Cousins has been. And we'll see him play well again December 20th, Monday, while the Vikings take on the Bears. That's going to be at 7:15 p.m.
Yeah, definitely be there or be square. It's a good game. And that means we're going to be hitting you guys with the Vikings broadcast at 6:45.
Oh, yeah, should be a really good one. We're hoping Vikings destroy the Bears. Are you thinking it's going to be a defensive matchup? I mean, you made that prediction last time, so you may be a little hesitant to do it again.
Yeah, I believe, I'm going to be honest here, I believe more in the Vikings offense these days than I do in their defense.
Yeah, I mean, it's very, very true, but do you trust the Bears offense more than you trust the Vikings defense?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure about that.
The Bears offense has been terrible.
Yeah.
Hey, but the beige water pistol's been leading them boys.
He does. He's been really beige water pistoling it up.
Yeah, he's I don't know if it's going to be a defensive or offensive matchup. My guess would be an offensive matchup, as or at least the Vikings playing good offense, and maybe the Bears just being bad. I hope for.
I do hope for the Bears being bad, but if you want to support our Minnesota Vikings, play the E-Tab game that we've teamed up for them with, and that is Vikings Victory. You could pick a letter in the skull bonus to win big prizes.
Oh, yeah, definitely some really good stuff. Can anyone win this? Not quite. We are moving on to a $13.40 must-go prize, and that also means that Miner next game will be at 56 balls or less as we get as we play. Maybe it may only be 56 balls for one game. I wouldn't be surprised if we got this Miner over. Wait, no, it's going to be at 100. It would have to be. No, I'm thinking of Jackpot 125 cent edition again. I'm getting mixed up. You were
saying that, and I was like, oh, you're predicting that it's going to get to $100
no.
by the.
No, yeah. We got Jenny just won. Hot Rod and yeah, Jenny. Good job to all three of those winners in that game, splitting that $13.40. We're going to be taking a quick break throughout this next game, and we'll be back for game number 15.
Yeah.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days! Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talking his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson. Have a Willie nice day! Woo!
entertainment, the people watching.
Cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience. Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I got to say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Hey guys, and we are back for this game number 15. Oh wow, that was loud. But we have a 52 ball minor of $113, a mega of 100 and grand, 43 balls or less, and a major of $2,355, 48 balls or less. But that minor is what we got our eye out on, as if it doesn't go out in this game right here, it's going to be clicking up to 56 balls or less.
Yeah, definitely some good stuff there. We got some jackpot hunter standings for you guys, see where you're at right now.
Oh yeah, and we had some big wins already happen during this broadcast right here, as we've had huge players such as like the #1 player get a big win today. But let's talk about the players that are tied up in the back half.
Yeah. In 10th place, we have a 4-way tie with a Spanky 303 from American Legion Friendly, Bobo from Corner Bar Goodhue, Player from Broadway Pizza Maple Grove, and Joni from Bleachers, all with 20,000 points there.
Dang, that is a lot of people in 10th place.
Yeah, that's 4 to be exact. Yeah, we have an 8th place spot that has a 2-way tie. Yeah, so a lot of ties in the standings. Just a little warning. 8th place, it's Michelob from Neeson's Gaylord and Jim Rocks from American Legion Stillwater, both with 21,000 points. 6th place, it's a little crazy, but there's also another 2-way tie.
How do they keep getting away with this?
Just I feel like it's everybody just is like, hey man, you want to get into a tie with me?
You want to buddy up?
A little tie action here. Lula Finn from American Legion Shakopee and Pee-wee from TJ's Tavern on and off sale, both with 22,000 points.
We saw Pee-wee get a win during this broadcast.
Yes.
Could be breaking out of that tie.
I believe. Does that add on to his points? Because his name Pee-wee here is just 2 E's at the beginning. It had 3 E's when I saw it.
Oh, so maybe not. If you are Pee-wee, make sure you're playing under the same name so it makes it easier for us to put all your points together. But definitely, if that is the actual Pee-wee out there playing, would be a huge turnaround if he's able to break out of that tie with Lula Finn.
Exactly, because then he could be jumping. He could be trying to compete for that 5th place spot for himself.
Yeah.
There, because in 5th place it's Curtis J from Country Lounge with 28,000 points. So it could be closing that gap between him and Curtis J. 4th place it's 1 away from American Legion Rice with 30,000 points. 3rd place it's Wolfstein from Carboni Pizza CR Billiards with 32,000 points, and in 2nd place it's Bowl from Corner Bar Goodhue with 33,000 points. In 1st place, we've been seeing him out there. We've been seeing him get some wins. We talked about how he got a big win earlier. It's Yags 370 from Riverboat Depot with 51,000 points.
We got WLM over at Main Street Sports Bar in Hutchinson taking home $15.60 in 64 balls. But that means we're getting enrolled into game number 16 of the broadcast, where that miner is going to be clicking up to 56 balls or less to be able to take home that $100 prize.
That, we'll see if somebody can pull it off here with that 56 ball count.
We've already given out one jackpot. I'm ready to give out another.
I'm ready. I'm prepared mentally.
I've never given out two jackpots in the same. No, that's not true. I was gonna say I've never given out 2 jackpots. I've never given out 2 minors in one game.
That's true. Not 2 minors.
Exactly. And I've never given out 2 Vikings bingos in 2 show. I've never given out 2 of the same prize in one show.
Oh, I have given out 2 Vikings bingo jackpots in the same show before.
Yeah, see, you've done something I've never done. I've tried to do it multiple times. I've talked about it multiple times on air, and still haven't been able to do it, so I'm a little jealous of you. But I'll work through it. I'll work through my jealousy problems, and we'll cop into these location top 10s for the Jackpot Hunter. In 10th place, we got Municipal Liquor Store in Akeley with 42,000 points. With 43,000 points in 9th place, we got Neeson's Gaylord. 8th place is Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale with 44,000 points. With 53,000 points in 7th place, we got American Legion Shakopee. Now, with 54,000 points, only 1,000 points separating these 2 locations, it's Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids in 6th place. They're actually the Season 8 champions, I think they are. In 5th place, we got American Legion Rice with 68,000 points. With 69,000 points, another tight race between 2 locations, American Legion Rice. And now in 4th place, Pappy's Cafe 2 in Coon Rapids. Only 1,000 points separating the 2 locations. But it doesn't get much more tight-knit than this, because we have a 2-way tie in 2nd place. It's Riverboat Depot in Sartell and Corner Bar in Goodhue, both with 72,000 points. Do you have a prediction of who's going to pop out of that?
I'm not sure. Although Corner Bar Goodhue sees action all the time, so I feel like the odds are in Corner Bar Goodhue's favor.
Yes. Okay. I'm going Riverboat Depot. And before you change your answer and you're locked in, you've already just selected it. The X370's playing at the Riverboat Depot right now and definitely got some Jackpot Hunter wins. And so I'm predicting Riverboat Depot breaks out of the tie and.
I didn't even make a prediction. I just said that Cornerbar
You already
Goodhue
said.
had some
I
good-
asked you a question, and it's first answer, first serve, and so now Cornerbar and Goodhue is your answer. And
all right, there we go. I think I walked into a trap, and I didn't realize it.
You did.
I said Cornerbar Goodhue had some good looks and some
Were you going to
good
switch back
points.
to Riverboat Depot?
I was going to go over Riverboat Depot. I hadn't even thought about it in my head.
Yeah, we got yeah. I don't. The best prediction is Riverboat Depot to break out of the tie because they did have people already win today, and so if they get into that second place tie, second place spot all themselves, closing in on the 75,000 point club could have huge effects on these standings.
Exactly. First place though.
Country Lounge in St. Paul with 81,000 points. Good job, Country Lounge, just dominating these standings. But we'll see who can take this prize home. We got a 56-ball minor, and 10 balls away is adjusted. 963. We got Hot Rod and Mima.
Yeah. Both Mima is 8 balls away here, maybe taking home $17.40 or maybe $135 plus the $17.40.
Yes,
so
yes.
We'll see what can happen here. It's going to be close. We're actually pretty good for this ball count here, so we'll see who can pull it off. We have some celebrity birthdays that we can go over before we skip over this minor. We might hold on until we see if the minor
let's see,
clicks.
can it go out? People are still within line to do it with all 4 of them. Let's see, right here. Doesn't look like it's going out. We're moving on to a $17.40 must-go prize between, we got 3 balls away. Connie, Hot Rye. Yeah, we'll see who wins it, but we got some great celebrity birthdays.
Yeah, 1818, it's Mary Todd Lincoln, the First Lady of the United States.
Yes, happy birthday, and we got a winner.
Or a First Lady of the United States. We got Hot Rock from Broadway Pizza, Maple Grove, getting $17.40 on a 64 ball count there. So nice job to those. To Hot Rock.
Yeah, good job. And now all these jackpots are going to be growing and rolling into this game number. What game are we in already? We're already in game number 17 of the broadcast, so get enrolled, press play. But Mary Ann Todd Lincoln was the First Lady of the United States from 1861 to 1865, as well as the wife to Abraham Lincoln. Mary Lincoln was a member of a large,
wealthy, slave-owned, owning Kentucky family.
And was well-educated, born Mary Ann Todd. She dropped the name Ann after her youngest sister, Ann Todd, was born. Ah, well, that's interesting. So it used to be Mary Ann Todd. It would have been Mary Ann Todd Lincoln, but it's just Mary Todd Lincoln because her sister took on the name Ann.
Okay.
Super fun stuff right there.
Yeah, 1913, we have another birthday.
Yeah, this one's super interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah, you went over the last one. Archie Moore, champion boxer, longest reigning world lightweight champion of all time. Just a super impressive resume.
World light heavyweight.
Heavyweight, yes, not lightweight, light heavyweight champion. He is an absolutely ridiculous fighter that has fought in 220 total fights.
Wow.
Absolutely ridiculous.
With a final record of 185 wins, 23 losses, and 11 draws.
Ridiculous how dominant he was. Had 132 KOs. Dude was, just for the longevity, I don't know if at his prime he competes to be one of the top 5 boxers of all time or top 10 boxers of all time. But with the longevity involved in him being able to fight for 220 fights and be competitive through all 220 of them, puts him up there with some of the greatest names in boxing of all time.
Oh, yeah. And let's see, he competed from 1935 to 1963. His nickname was the Mongoose.
Oh.
And then the Old Mongoose in the later half of his career. He was a highly strategic and defensive boxer with a strong chin and unusual resilience.
See, that's how you last a long time in boxing.
As of December 20th, BoxRec ranks Moore as the third greatest pound-for-pound boxer of all time.
Okay, well, I guess, one is widely considered one of the greatest boxers of all time. Happy birthday, Archie Moore. I'm sure if we were on air with Big John, he would have told us all about him.
Oh, probably. He definitely was very much into boxing and knows a lot of those guys.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. But we got another great celebrity birthday.
Yeah, 1925, it's Dick Van Dyke, actor, comedian. He did The Dick Van Dyke Show, 1961 to 1966 there. Definitely a pretty funny comedian.
Oh, yeah, and he dominated the comedy world from those early 60s all the way to the early 70s and was a lot of fun.
Sorry, I'm looking up. If you can look up Dick Van Dyke for me there.
Yes. There's.
Oh man, he definitely. He was in Mary Poppins, right?
Yes, he was in the new Mary Poppins.
He was
Mary
also
Poppins
in the old
Return.
one.
That wouldn't surprise me either if he was in the original Mary Poppins as well. He was in Night of the Museum, both of them. Let's see.
He was in the old one, right?
Yes, there it is, 1964 Mary Poppins.
Because he was the furnace cleaner. What's it?
Mr. Here, we'll get it. Mr. Dawes.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah. But just a great comedian.
The chimney sweeper. That's what he was. He was a chimney sweeper. I couldn't think of the career name there. We got Ben from Wildcat Saloon. We have WLM from Main Street Sports Bar. Both those two splitting $21.80 on a 62 ball count there.
Oh, yeah, born in 1925. We got a super famous actor. 1927, yeah, that's what I meant. Christopher Plummer, actor, and he was the dad of the children in The Sound of Music.
I'm sure that he had more acting than just that because...
Oh, yeah, I looked it up. He's in a lot of different stuff, but definitely by far his biggest role, Sound of Music, did a great job in it. Just had a really, really fun time watching it. But
he does voice acting in Up?
Yeah, he's still an actor in today and does a lot of action movies still.
Oh, that is him. He was in Knives Out. He was the old man, the really old guy in Knives Out. I didn't know that was him. For some reason, in his old age, he looks different.
You would never be able to tell that.
You'd never be able to make the connection. That's crazy.
Between him and his Sound of Music career.
Yeah. No, and he was in National Treasure as well. He was in a ton of movies. Did a lot of voice acting. He was in Star Trek at one point. Holy cow! Yeah, all the movies. A ton of famous movies. I knew I recognized him from his older photo and his younger photo as well. But I just didn't know that Christopher Plummer was like that because I totally thought that they were two separate actors.
Oh yeah, no, you think of him as because I feel like you're missing a part of his career where it was post Sound of Music time where he was still in his adulthood, but pre him like getting all the white hair and everything.
Right.
Like you missed that time because I don't think I was either into music or it just is that he
wasn't creating movies that were like.
At Sound of Music level.
Sound of like music level or that we were into. You know?
That is like past its time. It just continues to get watched. So I never got to watch him, but I definitely recognize him as he's gotten older and still acts and during his role in Sound of Music. Super impressive.
Yeah, crazy stuff there. 1941, we got John Davidson, actor, singer, game show host, hosted That's Incredible, Time Machine and Hollywood Squares in the 1980s. So,
Yeah, huge game show host. Definitely a big time. He was definitely in a few things acting as well. Happy birthday, John Davidson. Next celebrity birthday, born in 1949. We got Ted Nugent. Singer, was the lead guitarist and occasional lead vocalist for the Amboy Dukes.
Oh, okay. Well,
he did things like I
can't quite think of it. It's on the tip of our tongue there, but yeah,
it's a good one. I know a song that he did that is still super popular. Cat Scratch Fever.
There we go. Cat Scratch. Actually, I'm not thinking I'm singing it right, but yes, I do know the song. 1989. It's Taylor Swift. She's a singer.
I made the script today, and so I just put all my favorite songs on there.
Yeah, Taylor Swift is a singer. She has a humongous amount of famous songs. But,
these may not be the most popular,
but these are the ones that Ian knows and likes. So he's got "Shake It Off" on there, "Bad Blood," and "You Belong with Me."
Exactly.
So, and it might be slightly embarrassing, but I do know I could sing all of three of those for you.
I hope you would, as your little cousins will repeat sing some of these a ridiculous amount.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think I heard "Shake It Off" probably around 30 times in just one babysitting of my little cousins.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's one of those songs that was played. It was like, I'm 100% sure it was the top song for a long time at one point. So.
Oh, yeah, it was. I mean, Taylor Swift, just a big artist that has actually been able to, I feel like, move along genres and be able to dip her toe into the country music, pop, and all sorts of different stuff.
Yeah, even rap,
Is she in rap?
No.
I was about to say, I was like, I would love to hear a Taylor Swift rap. Like, what would that be like?
Yeah, I think it would be very interesting. I'm pretty sure that there is a video of her like trying to rap, and it's just basically as a joke, her doing it as a joke.
Okay.
So it's pretty funny. But
we got a winner.
Yeah, it's WLM from Main Street Sports Bar, getting $17.60 at a 66 ball count there.
Woo. That means that miner's going to continue to grow. If it gets over $200, not this game, but the next game, it will be at 60 balls or less.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we get up to 64.
Yeah, get up to 64 again. Yeah. That definitely is a possibility, as you guys have 2 minutes and 8 seconds to get into this game.
Yeah, we just talked about Taylor Swift, and we've talked about the Twins, we've talked about the Wilds, and we talked about the Vikings.
We got Curtis checking in, and he made the says in his opinion, once you become a good enough singer or musician, he doesn't think that you are limited to genres anymore.
Oh no, not at all. I totally agree with that. Yeah, definitely. You see a lot of singers and songwriters that were commonly like Drake. Drake has dabbled in a lot of different genres, especially like R&B for his songs, and is still considered a rapper. But he definitely has, mixed in with pop and R&B and all of those.
Oh yeah, no, that's the kind of what I throw Taylor Swift into is that Drake kind of thing where he's pop,
but she still stays around the same, but definitely adds in different songs as well, like like different genres,
like
more
where
or less.
Drake will he's raps he does rap, but he's mostly pop. She's mostly pop, but she does a little bit of country along with it.
Well, she used to be just strict country basically singer and was closer to pop, but now she's just strict pop and maybe a little bit of country at some point, but I don't know. I don't even hear her do any country songs anymore. I think she's just pop.
I think she just released an album though, so
Well, maybe there is a little country twang in there at some point.
We'll see. We'll see if she just released a country album or if it's just more pop songs. I think it's just more pop songs.
I was just talking about how we went over the Twins news and the Wild news and Vikings news, but we have not gone over the Timberwolves news for you guys.
And this is some of the good news. I feel like our sports news has been kind of negative outside of us getting the big win for our Vikings against the Pittsburgh Steelers. But this Timberwolves news, definitely a good thing.
Yeah. We are 12-15 on this season, but the good news here, Karl Anthony Towns had 23 points and 10 rebounds, and the Minnesota Timberwolves snapped a 5-game losing streak with a 116-111 victory over the Portland Trail Blazers on Sunday night. So good looks for the Timberwolves there. Anthony Edwards had 24 points for Minnesota, which also ended in an 8-game losing streak in Portland. So both Karl Anthony Towns and Cat and Ant were doing superstar level things.
Win. They're playing like our number 1 and 2 offensive options, which is what they are, and so good to see them play really, really good, but also really good to see our defense play really well as we kept a high score in Damian Lillard just to 24 points. Now I know that is exactly but if you can have Anthony Edwards match one of the best scorers in the entire NBA, that is a good day, and they were able to hold Damian Lillard just to 24 points.
Right. Damian Lillard is one of the top guards in the league, arguably the top guard in the league.
And this was the battle of teams that really want Ben Simmons on their squad.
Yes. We'll see who can pick him up, but definitely both these two teams are looking to get him.
Yeah, look at us. We look way better suited to be able to take Ben Simmons, as our record is just so much better than the Trailblazers.
Oh, yeah. No, actually, I believe that if Ben Simmons joined this team, it might be that last little piece that we need to elevate us.
It would be one of the best defensive teams in the entire NBA,
right?
If he joined up with the squad, especially if you don't have to give up any of the big three in D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Edwards, and Karl Anthony Towns in the trade. It would be ridiculous, but I think you'd have to give up some of that.
Yeah, probably. We got Lisa from VFW Columbia Heights getting $21 there.
Yeah, good job, Lisa. But we got to hop back into the twiking zone once again as we are getting enrolled into game number. Let's see. Drum roll, please. And we are getting enrolled into game number 20 of the broadcast. And so let's go over this twiking zone. In 10th place, we got Kick It over at Bleachers with 142,000 points. With 166,000 points. In 9th place, we got Joni at VFW North St. Paul. 8th place is Puts at Lucky's Tavern with 202,000 points. With 209,000 points. In 7th place, we got Loser Dave at VFW Spring Lake Park. 6th place is the reigning champ, the Queen, Elsa, her Titan Sports Saloon, with 219,000 points. With 247,000 points in 5th place, we got Scrub Eye at American Legion Fridley. 4th place is Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven with 257,000 points. With 260,000 points in 3rd place, we do have SNS over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. 2nd place is Lucky Tim at American Legion Shakopee with 269,000 points. And now let's get into the final player in the 300,000 point club. It's not Lucky at Corner Barn Goodhue with 368,000 points. Just dominating this season so far.
Oh, yeah, it has. It's been crazy. The locations have been crazy as well. 10th place, it's our place on 3rd, and Fairball with 244,000 points.
Oh, yeah, I said Fairball again today.
Yes.
But it's Fairball.
I noticed that, and then I was like, it's too late. We'll get around to it.
Yeah. Wow. I need to start committing those hard to pronounce Minnesota names into memory.
Exactly. So you're just on top of it. 9th place, it's Mininger Sports Hub in La Crosse with 274,000 points. 8th place is Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale with 276,000 points. 7th place is Lakefront Bar in La Center with 283,000 points. 9th place is American Legion Fridley with 385,000 points. Fifth place is Maple View Lounge, the second with 396,000 points into the 400,000 point club. Fourth place is Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub Oak Park Heights with 406,000 points. Woo. Third place, it's Corky's Bar South Haven with 451,000 points. And not into our 500,000 point club, into our 600,000 point club. Crazy stuff. Second place is VFW Spring Lake Park with 662,000 points, a 211,000 point lead. From that third place spot there. So it's going to have to be crazy moves for any of those guys to catch up.
It's a race for first place, and nobody's racing for second.
Yeah, it's race for third is what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
In first place, it's Corner Bar Goodhue with 693,000 points.
Yeah, good job, Corner Bar and Goodhue, closing in on that 700,000 point club. Could easily be in that club by the end of this week, but we got a hard to pronounce Minnesota town name.
I have not looked. I'm really interested on how this is actually pronounced.
Okay.
I'm gonna give my best guess here.
Okay.
Wazada.
Wazada. Okay, well, that is actually how it's normally mispronounced. Wayzata is usually the mispronunciation. The actual pronunciation is Wyzetta. Totally acceptable to mess this one up, especially if you're from outside the state, though.
Okay, well, at least it's acceptable according to these.
To the site that I found this on.
The site that this is from. So I'm okay with that. Wyzetta? Wyzetta. There we go. Not Wazeta. It's Wyzetta.
Oh, yeah, so definitely that was a tough one, as I would have had no idea how to say Wyzetta.
Yeah. Wyzetta.
But the captioner knows exactly what I'm saying when I say Wyzetta.
I'm sure that it has the Minnesota town names within its system,
Yeah.
So because I feel like the captioner knows words and town names and
better than we do.
And yes, probably I guarantee it's better than we do. But it probably picks up especially when we're doing the specific pronunciations.
Yeah.
It picks it up well.
Yeah, well, it definitely is right now. But Wyzetta, you got a hard to pronounce Minnesota name. But let's hop into these jackpot hunter standings. It's what you guys are earning points for right now in this game number. No, we are in game number 20. I said we were in game number 20 before. This is game number 20.
Wow, you were trying to get rid of them early.
Yeah, it was. We got Nelly over at Wild Bill's Sports Saloon in Blaine taking home that $29.20 prize.
Yeah. Nice job, Nelly. That's game number 20. Nelly put all the chips down on the table thinking this was 21. then you hit her with the, actually, it's one more game.
Yeah. One more. But we are at 60 balls or less, so it is super doable right now. You want to be getting enrolled. If this miner clicks over $300, it's going to be clicking up to 64 balls or less, which, I mean, is absolutely ridiculous. So make sure you guys continue to play and get enrolled as we get enrolled for this next game. But before we hop into some more jackpot hunter action, I actually got a little bit of Vikings news I want to go over as Alexander Madison got put on. Alexander Madison and wide receiver Dan Chiza put on reserve COVID-19 list, but the Vikings have claimed running back Wayne Gallman off waivers. So we signed another running back. We got Dalvin Cook healthy, which was huge for us. He played a great game, but now we need that backup running back. Do you think that a guy like Gallman is going to be able to get that number 2 running back spot by the end of by the time Monday rolls around, or if it's still going to be Kenny Ngakoue who's going to be the one who takes over running back number 2?
I mean, I got a lot of faith in Kenny Ngakoue.
I mean, after you see him return the ball, you just want to see the ball in his hands.
Oh, yeah. No, I saw him returned the ball really well the other day. I'm forgetting which game he performed. He did really well.
Where he took, I know he's taking 2 back against 2 different
right.
teams. I'm not 100% sure on which one is which. He just recently did one. Let me see if I can find.
Well, either way, I like Kenny Ngagu, and so I hope that he starts, and I think that he definitely has the better odds.
49ers. He had a return.
Yes. He returned one against the 49ers, so I definitely want to see him out there and play.
Oh, and that speed, I mean, it's so fun to watch. I mean,
exactly.
it's like when you watch any of these NFL guys like Tyreek Hill, all those guys that are just crazy fast. He gives you that same kind of feel. When he just gets that lane, you're like, oh my goodness.
And you just hit those you see him click that nitrous button, and
like the gear that people just it looks like people just shouldn't have.
Exactly. You see him facing against the best of the best in the NFL, and you see him start pulling away. Crazy stuff. And speaking of crazy, we are in the final game of this Jackpot Hunter $1 card edition here. So we'll see if somebody can pick up this minor that's at 60 balls or less right now at $292.75. Obviously, you can still pick up that major or that mega. That mega would be the lowest ball count I've ever seen. So, I mean, don't put all your chips on the table, but the major is at 48 balls, and we've seen less. So somebody get fewer at like 46 balls, I believe it's the lowest.
I think that's the record.
That is the record, is 46 balls, so it's doable. But yeah, that minor right there at 60 balls is very doable. So,
yeah, I mean, that could go out any time now. We got 11 balls away. A bunch of big-time players like Princess Vidi, BFF, all trying to take this one home. Let's see if it can happen. Dollar bills, yeah. But yeah, that's what I want. I want to see Kenny Ngagu take over for that running back 2 spot. But I also want to see them use him in a different way. I'm not necessarily in love with him as just an I formation back. I want to see him getting sweeps, really pushing the boundary, and maybe getting some motions from the wide receiver position. Play a little bit closer to how Deebo Samuel plays it than what they like to do.
Yes, before what they like to do. But, before we end the broadcast, we got to go over.
We're not done. We got till game 23.
Oh, shoot. I don't know why 21 was my idea.
Yes.
I, for some reason, was like, we end on 21. So I totally said that was our last game. 21 was our last game. This was our last game. I totally just gave out totally false information.
Yeah, we got a winner, though, on this one. It's Spinner 50 over at Eagles Mankato, taking home $36.60. And don't worry, guys, this isn't your last opportunity. You still got 2 more opportunities left.
2 more, wow.
Just 2, though. Only 2. And so make sure you guys are getting rolled for these next few. We got a 60-ball minor, a 68-ball major of $2,498, and a mega of $100,000.
Yeah, and if we can get this minor up to, and it's already there, we should be. Are we rolling into it with 64 ball count, or are we just going to stick at 60?
It stays at 60 for this game, but for our final game, we will have a 64 ball count.
Cool.
If it doesn't go out in this one right here.
Yeah, if we don't give that one out right now, we will have a final game of a 64 ball count. So, good looks.
Yeah, definitely is good looks. But let's hop into these Jackpot Hunter standings as you guys are earning these Jackpot Hunter points. Right. In 10th place, we got a 4-way tie between Spanky 303 at American Legion Fridley, Bobo at Corner Bar in Goodhue, Player at Broadway Pizza Maple Grove, and Joni at Bleachers. They all have 20,000 points. With 21,000 points, we got in 8th place another 2-way tie. It's Michelob at Nissan's Gaylord and Jim Rocks at American Legion Stillwater. Now with 22,000 points. We got another tie. Yeah, they do continue. In 6th place, we got Lula Finn at American Legion Jackby and Pee-wee at TJ's on and off sale. But we may see these separating a little bit as Pee-wee was able to get a win during this broadcast. But let's hop into this top 5. It's 5th place. It's Spicy Curtis with a J at Country Lounge with 28,000 30,000 points. With 30,000 points in fourth place, we got one away at American Legion Rice. Third place is Wolstein at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 32,000 points. With 33,000 points in second place, we got Bull at Corner Bar in Goodhue. And then that number one player, it is Yags 370 at the Riverboat Depot, not only getting wins today, but has been getting wins all season with 51,000 points. And that's without the points that he's already won today getting added into that.
Yeah, we got some location standings for you guys. 10th place is Municipal Liquor Store in Akeley with 42,000 points. 9th place is Neeson's Gaylord with 43,000 points. 8th place is Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale, 44,000 points into our 50,000 point club. 7th place is American Legion Shakopee with 53,000 points. 6th place, it's Carboni's Pizzeria Pizza, CR Billiards in Coon Rapids, 54,000 points. 5th place, it's American Legion Rice with 68,000 points. 4th place, it's Poppy's Cafe, the second in Coon Rapids with 69,000 points. 2nd place, though, we have a two-way tie. It's Riverboat Depot in Sartell with 72,000 points and Corner Bar Goodhue with 72,000 points. That's how two-way ties work. But,
Yes.
yes, they're both in second place, competing to see who can get the official second place spot or who can get to Country Lounge in first place. Country Lounge is in St. Paul, and they have 81,000 points over there.
Oh, yeah, but we're going to be watching out for the locations and the players as those ties are so tight-knit. But we had some winners get some big-time ties in those standings, and we'll be seeing if any of them can make some big shakeups when we come in tomorrow for these same games. But let's talk about this day in history, as we got a really fun one. In Atlanta on December 13th, 1992, Monan Rami becomes the first woman to play in a regular season professional hockey game. In the Atlanta Knights 4-1 loss to Salt Lake City, Rame enters at the start of the second period with the score. Raume, score tied at 1 in the International Hockey League contest. In nearly 6 minutes, Raume stops 4 shots and allows 1 goal before she is replaced by the Knights starter.
Oh, cool stuff. Yeah. That's sweet that Raume became the first woman to play in a regular season professional hockey game.
That is absolutely ridiculous to me.
That's crazy.
And then didn't do bad. I mean, was able to stop 4 shots, let 1 in on a total of 5 shots on goal. I don't think that's bad whatsoever. And I just know that I would be scared, no matter how good I was at a sport, to go play my first time professionally, but to not only be the first, for it to be your first time professionally, but for like every woman, first time for them to ever play professional hockey, in a regular season game, absolutely ridiculous.
It's sports chick from EJ's, a bottle shop and bar. We got Binga from Poncho and Lefties, and we have a player from somewhere. Players from somewhere.
Yeah, I see how they got away with it with the 5s, though.
Yes, player almost got away with it. If it wasn't for those meddling kids.
He got away with it on the broadcast.
Yeah,
he didn't get us to say it.
So.
See, but that one wasn't meant for us to say.
No, it was meant to be put on the broadcaster.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it'll be kind of short-lived for player there.
But we got 1 minute and 50 seconds.
Unfortunately for him, fortunately for us, it'll be short-lived.
Yeah, but we got 1 minute and 50 seconds to get enrolled in this next one. And just like you were talking about getting enrolled into our final game, $435 that's on the line. 64 balls or less. Get enrolled. Press play. We're planning on giving this one out on the final game right here, right now. And so, get in and play.
Yeah, and, since we're heading into this final game, we got the most important part of our broadcasting, our information that we give out, because we're talking about the charity spotlight right now.
Exactly, and because we like this charity so much, just so much. We decided to do it for one extra day on
This
Monday.
week. Yeah.
It may be because I don't know where to find all the charities that's Pilot Games supports.
Maybe, but we'll get another charity for you guys. We have this one. We've talked about it last week. But it's the Governors Performing Arts Association in M. Peters. The Governors Drum and Bugle Corps is a competitive performing arts organization from St. Peter, Minnesota. The Corps has entertained crowds across the country since 1927 as the oldest continuously competing drum and bugle corps in North America.
Now that's some history to it right there.
Yeah.
I always find that so amazing. In North America, like the oldest in North America, like not even just the United States, been entertaining crowds for forever.
Exactly. You can find them at Patrick's on 3rd.
Oh yeah, you can come on down for Tuesday Trivia Nights, hosted by the Church of Trivia, live at 7 p.m. But they also have a drum corps pizza named after the drum corps they support.
Yeah, so I mean, it's got to be good if it's named after the drum corps. So
I think that's just facts. But let's hop into these PGL standings because it's our final chance to go over these standings.
Man.
In 10th place, we got Fishy24 at Sherry Sports Saloon. 9th place is Drumski at Mettler's Bar and Restaurant. 8th place is Wet Santa at Clive's Roadhouse and Rogers. 7th place, Nixon at VFW Roseville. 6th place, Sloppy at Malone's Bar and Grill. 5th place, SpongeBob at Eagle St. James. In 4th place, we got Brizo at the Underground Bar and Grill. 3rd place, Forget You D at VFW Austin. Then over at Howie's Corner Bar. In 2nd place, we got T-Max 750. But that number 1 player is in the 2 million point club, and that's Devoided at the roadside.
Yep, we got a big spike of play here. Obviously, that Miner's getting its deserved look here.
Yes.
Because a lot of people are gunning for it. I'll go over these locations pretty quick for you guys. 10th place, it's Underground Bar and Grill in Mankato. 9th place is VFW Austin. 8th place is River Saloon the 2nd. 7th place is Howie Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud. 6th place, it's Moose Lodge Wake Park in St. Cloud. 5th place, it's Neeson's Gaylor. 4th place is Cabin Bar Nicolette. 3rd place, it's VFW Northfield. 2nd place is Beck's Pub in Becker. And 1st place is Neighborhood Tavern in Effie.
All right, and you got through that super quick, so now we have a shot to watch, see if this one can go out. People are still on pace to be able to take this one home. 11 balls away is BFF, and we have 64 balls to get this one out. We're only at 49 balls dropped right here. Sports Chick, Sue, all joining BFF to try and win this one, but it is a group now trying to get this great jackpot. Do you have a bet? Lula Finn, big time player, Lula Finn.
Ooh, I think that it's AK Lucky that's gonna get it.
Oh, AK Lucky is the first person I ever gave a mega jackpot out to.
Exactly,
and it was $180,000. So when he's big time, and there it is, it went out.
It's LGB from Rax Bar in Spring Valley, getting $452.25 plus $74.80. So nice job.
Yeah, definitely a really good job right there. But continue playing a bunch of great bingo. We got one more game of Lucky 4 Bingo that you guys can play.
Are getting hit with another Lucky 4 Bingo game. So get enrolled, get playing. Lucky 4 Bingo is a great time, and we have over $47,000 jackpot that's there ready for you guys. And remember, when you guys play Pilot Games, your community wins.
See ya. Hey guys, and we love playing Jackpot Hunter from 4 to 6 every single day. I mean, we love all the Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition all the way to the $1 edition, but $1 edition definitely has a special place in our hearts because we keep track of those points and we keep track of a great top 10 player list that have been competing all season long.
Yeah, well, you know, the way these seasons usually go, at the beginning of the season, there's a ton of ties, and then it kind of weeds out, and there's not very many ties by the time you get into December. Not true this time around. Season X has been absolutely insane in this Jackpot Hunter standings. In 9th place, we've got a 4-way tie. We got Legend, Michelob over at Neeson's Gaylord, Bobo over at Corner Bar Goodhue, Short Bus at Broadway Pizza Maple Grove, and Joni at Bleachers. They all got 20,000 points. We do jump out of the ties for a second. With 21,000 points at American Legion Stillwater, it's Jim Rocks in 8th place. Jim Rocks, I think, is singing, "I'm so lonely." But he could just win a game and jump back into another tie because in 6th place, we've got a 2-way tie. It's Lula Finn at American Legion Shakopee and Pee Wee at TJ's Tavern on and off sale. They both have 22,000 points.
Yeah, well, believe it or not, the top 5, there isn't a single tie. So
that is true.
So that is a good thing.
That's right. You know, we have finished seasons with ties in this standings.
Yes.
That is true. So in 5th place, we jump into the 25,000 point club because with 27,000 points over at Country Lounge, it's Spicy Curtis with a J in 5th place. 4th place, 1 away at American Legion Rice. Of the car, but I don't know if anything's going to change.
Oh, it may stay the same. It's kind of like Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. You just expect it to happen.
Right.
But let's talk about these location standings. In 10th place, we got Heidi's Bar in Seaton with 40,000 points. With 41,000 points in 9th place, we got Neeson's Gaylord. 8th place, Municipal Liquor Store in Akeley with 42,000 points. Now, let's head on to Coon Rapids because in 6th place, we have a 2-way tie. Well, Coon Rapids and Shakopee because it's a 2-way tie in 6th place. It's Carbonis beats CR Billiards in Coon Rapids and American Legion Shakopee, both with 53,000 points. With 68,000 points in 5th place, we got American Legion Rice with 69,000 points, just 1,000 points separating these two locations. In 4th place, we got Pappy's Cafe 2 in Coon Rapids. In 3rd place, we got the Riverboat Depot in Sartell with 70,000 points. With 72,000 points, really closing in on that 75,000 point club. In 2nd place, we got Corner Bar in Goodhue, number 1 in the Twiking Zone, number 2 in the Jackpot Hunter standings.
They're crushing it this season.
Yeah, but that number 1 location has definitely been crushing it with 80,000 points. It's Country Lounge in St. Paul.
Yeah, it's been a super great season. You're going to want to be here for the finish because we are giving out a boatload of cash this week, hopefully, in that happy hour from 4 to 6 each day in that Jackpot Hunter.
There it is.
53 balls.
Hey guys, and the best thing about this thing that you guys are doing, Pilot Games, is that every time you play Pilot Games, your community wins, because every time you're playing, a little bit of the money that you are putting into the game is going to your community.
Yeah, absolutely. And this, we love spotlighting these charities. They're doing great work out in your communities each and every week. And with this week, we spotlighted American Legion Post 167 Wilmar.
Oh yeah, the Austin F. Hanscom Post 167 serves the Wilmar community, area service members, and veterans. They are a veteran service organization committed to mentoring youth and sponsorship of wholesome programs in the community, advocating patriotism and honor, promoting strong national security, and continued devotion to their fellow service members and veterans.
Well, and if you want to support that American Legion Post 167 Wilmar, just go over to American Legion Wilmar. That's the best place to support it at. You can play some Pilot Games, and it's going to go directly back to help that charity.
And one last time, when you play Pilot, remember, when you play Pilot Games, your community wins.
Good luck.
entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Hey guys, and giving out jackpots is the name of the game, and we've given out 19 during this week. 387 for this season X, trying to make it into that 400 jackpot range to finish off season X, because we only got one more month left.
I can't believe we're already there, but Friday did not disappoint. On Friday, we started off the day with Cruiser 7 over at Ray J's Woodbury, winning $795.
days as well, but we're always accumulating points towards the twiking zone, which is always so much fun.
Absolutely, and let's jump right into it on the player side of things. In 10th place, we're already in the 100,000 point club because we got Kick It at Bleachers with 142,000 points. With 166,000 points over in VFW North St. Paul, it's Joni sitting in 9th place. 8th place, it's Puts at Captain Black's Bar and Grill with 182,000 points. With 198,000 100,000 points at the VFW Spring Lake Park, loser Dave sits in 7th place. Now we're going to jump out of that 100,000 point club and jump into the 200,000 point club, because in 6th place it's the reigning champion Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon with 219,000 points. With 224,000 points over at the American Legion Friendly, it's Scrub Eye in 5th place. In 4th place, we got Nan over at Corky's Bar, South Haven with 252,000 points. With 256,000 points. Watch your backside there, SNS. Nan's coming for you. In 3rd place, SNS is sitting there at Shortstop Tavern with 256. We'll see if SNS can catch the next player with 269,000 points over at American Legion Shakopee. Lucky Tim is in 2nd place. Lucky Tim's going to have to work hard, though, to catch our number 1 player, because they're not in the 200,000 point club. They're in the 300,000 point club. It's not Lucky, our number 1 player in the state of Minnesota at the Corner Bar Goodhue, 335,000 points.
Yeah, crazy that we already have a player in the 300,000 point club, and we got some players already creeping on that 3,000 point club as well. But our location standings, we got players all the way into the 600,000 point club. Yeah, that's how many points these locations have been getting. But let's get started off. In 10th place, we got Hog's Breath Bar and Restaurant in Little Canada with 224,000 points. With 255,000 points in 9th place, we got Miniger Sports Hub in La Crescent. Now we walk on over to Oakdale, because in 8th place, we got Titan Sports Saloon. 54,000 points. Then over at VFW Austin, it's a player that we definitely know a lot about. It's Forget You D in 4th place with 1,533,000 points. But the big riser, and it's in his name, in 3rd place, it's Horizon Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill in 3rd with 1,565,000 points. 2nd place, it's none other than T-Max 750 over at Howie's Corner Bar with 1,643,000 points. But then that number 1 player has stayed on top pretty much the entire season, has had a few slip-ups, but is here once again. It's Devoided at the roadside, all the way with 1,975,000 points. I bet he's in the 2 million point club when we finish up this week.
I would guess so. It would actually be that I think that he didn't show up to not be in the 2 million point club. Always reeling in that amount of points for sure. Well, on the location side of things, kind of big news falling out of our top 10, I believe for the first time in the entire season. Actually was in 1st place for most of the first month of the season. That's Danny's Dugout in Sauk Rapids, no longer in our top 10. Who jumped in? No surprise here. VFW Austin now in our top 10 in 10th place. Always got those big-time players like Forget You D and Sarah Honey over there playing. They've got 3,911,000 points. But then we jump into the 4 million point club in 9th place at the Underground Bar and Grill in Mankato, 4,066,000 points. With 4,178,000 points over in Lanesboro, it's Root River Saloon in 8th place. In 7th place, we got Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud with 4,490,000 points. But with 4,841,000 points over in Gaylord, it's Neeson's in 6th place. 5th place, falling back 1 spot, was in 4th, falling back to 5th place. not true this time around. Season X has been absolutely insane in this jackpot hunter standings. In 9th place, we've got a 4-way tie. We got Legend, Michelob over at Neeson's Gaylord, Bobo over at Corner Bar Goodhue, Short Bus at Broadway Pizza Maple Grove, and Joni at Bleachers. They all got 20,000 points. We do jump out of the ties for a second. With 21,000 points at American Legion Stillwater, it's Jim Rocks in 8th place. Jim Rocks, I think, is singing, "I'm so lonely." But he could just win a game and jump back into another tie, because in 6th place, we've got a 2-way tie. It's Lula Finn at American Legion Shakopee and Pee-wee at TJ's Tavern on and off sale. They both have 22,000 points.
Yeah, well, believe it or not, the top 5, there isn't a single tie. So
that is true.
So that is a good thing.
That's right. We have finished seasons with ties in this standings.
Yes.
That is true. So in 5th place, we jump into the 25,000 point club, because with 27,000 points over at Country Lounge, it's Spicy Curtis with a J in 5th place. 4th place, 1 away at American Legion Rice with 30,000 points. But what are they 1 away from? Well, they're 1 away from 3rd place with Wolfstein in it. It's Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards' own Wolfstein with 31,000 points. Then with 33,000 points over at the Corner Bar Goodhue, Bowl sits in 2nd place. But then you take a significant jump up to find this next player. It's actually 17,000 points. We get out of the 25,000 point club into the 50,000 point club. Actually, the only player to ever be in the 50,000 point club, and he's in it for his 2nd season in a row. Our number 1 player in the state of Minnesota, Yags 370, playing at the House of Pizza in Sartell with exactly 50,000 points.
Oh yeah, some really dominant play by Yags 370. Just keeps on accumulating to his lead, and yes. I mean, first player to ever get into the 50,000 point club last season. patriotism and honor, promoting strong national security and continued devotion to their fellow service members and veterans.
Well, and if you want to support that American Legion Post 167 Wilmar, just go over to American Legion Wilmar. That's the best place to support it at. You can play some Pilot games, and it's going to go directly back to help that charity.
And one last time, when you play Pilot, remember, when you play Pilot games, your community wins.
Good luck.
Hey guys, and giving out jackpots is the name of the game, and we've given out 19 during this week. 387 for this season. X trying to make it into that 400 jackpot range to finish off season X, because we only got one more month left.
I can't believe we're already there, but Friday did not disappoint. On Friday, we started off the day with Cruiser 7 over at Ray J's Woodbury, winning $795. But it didn't slow down there. We had Shmee over at Hollydale, 3-in-1, winning $1,850. But that wasn't the end of Friday.
No, it was not the end of Friday, as we also had IBS over at McGilly's Cubbies. I think
it's just like McGillicuddy's.
McGillicuddy's.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Winning $670 on that jackpot. But then I actually was able to give out this jackpot out to Bruno to end off the Friday over at Broadway Pizza Maple Grove. It was me and Cup of Joe Jordy, and we were able to give out $28,727 out to him.
Nice job, Bruno, and all of our winners, but we weren't done just on Friday. We took a little short rest. We got Nan over at Corky's Bar, South Haven, with 252,000 points. With 256,000 points. Watch your backside there, SNS. Nan's coming for you. In third place, SNS is sitting there at Shortstop Tavern with 256. We'll see if SNS can catch the next player with 269,000 points over at American Legion Shakopee. Lucky Tim is in second place. Lucky Tim's going to have to work hard, though, to catch our number one player, because they're not in the 200,000 point club. They're in the 300,000 point club. It's not Lucky, our number one player in the state of Minnesota at the Corner Bar Goodhue, 335,000 points.
Yeah, crazy that we already have a player in the 300,000 point club, and we got some players already creeping on that 3,000 point club as well. But our location standings, we got players all the way into the 600,000 point club. Yeah, that's how many points these locations have been getting. But let's get started off. In 10th place, we got Hog's Breath Bar and Restaurant in Little Canada with 224,000 points. With 255,000 points in 9th place, we got Miniger Sports Hub in La Crescent. Now we walk on over to Oakdale because in 8th place, we got Titan Sports Saloon with 273,000 points. With 283,000 points, just 10,000 points ahead of them, it's Lakefront Bar in La Center in 7th place. 6th place, we hop into the 300,000 point club, and not just a hop, we do a whole jump into the 300,000 point club because they got 375,000 points. It's American Legion Fridley. 5th place, it's Mapleview Lounge 2 with 393,000 points. Now, quickly moving on from that 300,000 point club into the 400,000 point club. In 4th place, we got Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub Oak Park Heights with 402,000 points. With 418,000 points in 3rd place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven. Now, moving on from the 400,000 point club all the way into that 600,000 point club. Yeah, these locations have been getting it after in this first and second. points. I bet he's in the 2 million point club when we finish up this week.
I would guess so. It would actually be that I think that he didn't show up to not be in the 2 million point club. Always reeling in that amount of points for sure. Well, on the location side of things, kind of big news falling out of our top 10, I believe for the first time in the entire season. Actually was in first place for most of the first month of the season. That's Danny's Dugout in Sauk Rapids, no longer in our top 10. Who jumped in? No surprise here. VFW Austin now in our top 10 in 10th place. Always got those big-time players like Forget You D and Sarah Honey over there playing. They've got 3,911,000 points. But then we jump into the 4 million point club in 9th place at the Underground Bar and Grill in Mankato, 4,066,000 points. With 4,178,000 points over in Lanesboro, it's Root River Saloon in 8th place. In 7th place, we got Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud with 4,490,000 points. But with 4,841,000 points over in Gaylord, it's Neeson's in 6th place. 5th place, falling back one spot, was in 4th, falling back to 5th place. It's Moose Lodge Waite Park in St. Cloud with 4,953,000 points, inching real close to getting into that 5 million point club. Now we do jump into that 5 million point club with 5,117,000 points in Nicollet. It's Cabin Bar in 4th place, also falling back one spot. Well, who was the big riser that jumped up 2 spots from 5th all the way to 3rd? It's Beck's Pub in Becker, 5,278,000 points. Well, while we were doing the game day broadcast, you and I talked, wow, Beck's Pub getting a lot of wins, so we kind of saw this coming.
I mean, we were reading off their name every other game, it felt like, just because of how many players were winning at that location.
Yeah, it was a hot location in that, well, at least somebody was hot on that Lions versus Vikings game.
Yeah.
In the second...
Yes.
That is true. So in fifth place, we jump into the 25,000 point club because with 27,000 points over at Country Lounge, it's Spicy Curtis with a J in fifth place. Fourth place, one away at American Legion Rice with 30,000 points. But what are they one away from? Well, they're one away from third place with Wolfstein in it. It's Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards' own Wolfstein with 31,000 points. Then with 33,000 points over at the Corner Bar Goodhue, Bowl sits in second place. But then you take a significant jump up to find this next player. It's actually 17,000 points. We get out of the 25,000 point club into the 50,000 point club. Actually, the only player to ever be in the 50,000 point club, and he's in it for his second season in a row. Our number one player in the state of Minnesota, Yags 370, playing at the House of Pizza in Sartell with exactly 50,000 points.
Oh yeah, some really dominant play by Yags 370. Just keeps on accumulating to his lead, and yes. I mean, first player to ever get into the 50,000 point club last season. Now has done it once again.
Do you think that Jackpot Hunter trophy will ever leave the Yags house? It was a co-champion household. What in 2000 in season 8, season 9. Yags won it. Yep. Now we're in season X or season 10, and it looks like Yags going to take it home. I don't know what I can see season 11, in the front window of the car, but I don't know if anything's going to change.
Oh, it may stay the same. It's kind of like Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. You just expect it to happen.
Right.
But let's talk about these location standings. In 10th place, we got Heidi's Bar in Seaton with 40,000 points. With 41,000 points in 9th place, we got Neeson's Gaylord. 8th place, Municipal Liquor Store in Akeley with 42,000 points. Now let's head on to Coon Rapids, because in 6th place we have a two-way tie.